hello from the other side. Hello, beautiful people. I hope everyone is doing okay this evening. How do I get this right? Dagnammit. All right, here we go. Yeah, we'll just do this. That's fine. That's not what I want to do. There we go. All right. Edit, delete. Guys, this is a New Year's Eve Q&A. New Year's Eve Q&A. I got a little bit of time, so I wanted to, tap in. You mute, you lose, you can get out of my request. I'm not talking to you. This is a New Year's Eve Q&A. But with that being said, I wouldn't be me if I didn't have some type of music. Now, I don't have a special song for New Year's Eve, but I still love music. Brunch with my creator, girl.
We're just having some fun, relax, sharing the moments when the cameras are done. The real you, real love, no filter, no show. Seat at a table, let the world know. Brunch with my creator, can you see? It's the human side of the screen. Grab a plate, take a sip, and let's unwind.
Yes.
Tell me what's really on your mind.
Yeah.
Beyond the likes and the crazy trends, what's the story you don't post to your friends? No scripts, no filters, just you. What makes you laugh, what you've been through. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. We talk it all before the moment goes. No spotlight stress, just your real side. No highlight reel, just the truth inside. What's the dream you keep tucked away? What keeps you grounded at the end of the day? See, this ain't for the clout or the fame. It's for the soul behind the name. So come on in, let the people see the human like you and me.
Brunch with my creator, girl.
We're just having some fun, just relax, sharing the moments when the cameras are done. The real you, real love, no filter, no show. Seat at a table, let the world know. Brunch with my creator, can you see? It's the human side of the screen. Yeah. We laugh about the comments, the wild DMs, talk about the real.
I'm good, Mav. How are you? Hey, Deborah.
Strong when the pressure's high.
Hey, Ayana.
What's your why? What keeps you moving still? What's the joy?
Thank you for the heart hands.
The wins, the losses, the lessons learned, and the moments when your spirit burn. And we open the floor.
Yeah, we do.
People say hi.
Hi.
Watching your journey, now they see why.
Why?
More than content is connection too.
Yeah.
And today's the day they meet the real you.
Hey, Finn.
The post is a beating heart. Behind the numbers, there's a work of art.
Yeah, it is. Work of art.
That's the space. Mask off.
Hey, Megan. Happy New Year's, Bray. Happy New Year's over on the YouTube as well. Was it Hitman's, Madams, Dog Lover? I see you guys over on the YouTubes. Yeah, it is. Brunch with my creator, girl. Brunch with my... Hey.
Brunch with my creator, yeah.
All right, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I hope everyone has had an amazing day. So I wanted to do a Q&A, right? I got a little bit of time until we get rocking and rolling. I am on the West Coast. Yeah, I'll keep that. We're on the West Coast, so we have time. So I made a decision. We're going to do a Q&A session. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to talk to you about a couple of different things, right? I want to talk to you about my 2025. Of course, answer some questions that you guys may have. Tell you about some of the things that I enjoyed throughout the year. talk about some of the things that I want to do next year, just all those different things. So if you guys have questions, drop the questions in the chat. I will try to answer them as I see them. If anyone decides that they want to for sure get their questions answered, you can always send a question to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio, and I will answer the question directly, guaranteed. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I'll make sure to read that out and answer it as well. But I figured that since I had some time and I was looking around the TikTok sphere, right? And I noticed that, you know, some people are live and all this other stuff and people are getting ready and, you know, whatever. And I was like, I want to come and hang out with you guys for a little while. So that's what we got. We are hanging out. So the first thing that I want to talk about really quick before we get into any type of questions, I want to tell you guys about 2025. 2025 was fucking wild. I don't know about you guys, but God damn it, we made it through this year. Chat, how the fuck did we make it through 2025? This is 2025 has been the longest 10 years of my life, right? You know, personally, professionally, politically, me and a few of my friends tried to unfuck some stuff. Of course, we got Trump, which has been really fucked up. I finally watched My Hero Academia. I lost my old main account. Now this is the new main account. We finally superseded the amount of followers on the new main account versus what was on the old main account. I've made some really great friends. I've gotten a chance to build a really wonderful community. I mean that. I truly mean that. You guys are literally one of the best parts of my day. Getting on here and being able to interact with you guys, it truly is a wonderful thing, and it makes me super happy. And so again, that's why I was sitting here saying, you know what? Since I got time, we're not going to debate, right? I don't want to debate Trump supporters. I want to get in here and I want to talk directly to you guys. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sit and talk for a while. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start answering any questions. And then once we get through a couple of questions, I'll start talking about plans for 2026. And even more so, I want to hear what you guys may have as far as any questions for me. And you know what? I'll make a deal. I'll make a deal. I'll be as transparent as possible with any and every question you guys have. Transparent as possible with any question that you all have. And for the people that send the question to the pay links, as long as it's not, you know, crossing the line, guaranteed to answer your question. All right. So first and foremost, I want to get to Jared. Hey, Jared. Jared sent a $2 donation. Say, hey, yo. Hey, yo. Wanted to make sure you got. Yes, I did. I meant to send you a message. I did. I really appreciate you. Didn't get it into right after you logged off. Anyway, best ramen I've ever had is in. Jared, I'm not gonna say specifically exactly what you said, just because I normally don't like to tell people certain stuff, but I will tell you this. Some of the best ramen that I've had in this area, there's literally a place called H Mart. H Mart. It has like some amazing ramen. I'm huge on ramen, but the best ramen that I've had in this country, hell, the best ramen that I've had in this country or outside of this country is in a place in Columbia, South Carolina. It's called the Ramen House in Columbia, South Carolina, off Gervais. Like absolutely the best ramen that I've ever had in my life. So W's in the chat for Jared. Thank you so much for the two. W's in the chat for Taro. Hey, Taro. Taro used their membership question to say many blessings of the whole wheat egg. You're not funny. be upon you and your household. Let's crack our shells and be better people this time next year. Love you, Santana. I love you too, Taro. You're fucking amazing. You're not funny, but you are amazing. W's in the chat for Taro. W's in the chat for Kaylee for the $1, saying, do you still eat tamales with their clothes on? You're not funny either, Kaylee. But no, listen. I figured out how to eat butt naked tamales, right? So my wife and I went to a Mexican restaurant. We had tamales, and they were okay. But Joey, shout out to Joey. W's in the chat for Joey. Joey and I linked up, and he brought me some homemade tamales from his mom, and there was so much love inside of the tamales. It was fucking awesome. W's in the chat for Kaylee. Thank you so much for the one. All right. So what other questions do you guys have for me? What do we got? Who's your favorite debater on TikTok? Ooh, my favorite debater on TikTok. It's kind of split. I'll say it's kind of split, and it's split between the people that so there's a hold on. There's a big three for me. There's three people on TikTok who I would never, ever want to debate. Meg, you said Santana can't debate. Oh, Meg, look like the mods got you. Oh, sorry, poo-poo. I'm sorry, poo-poo. There's three people on TikTok that I would never, ever want to debate. Would never debate them. I call them the big three. And that is Athena, Kobe, Adorna, and Sean. I don't want no smoke with none of them. And I'm sitting here telling you, I will debate anyone on anything, but like I have no confidence. And I'll tell you a funny story. Sean, for those who know Sean, love Sean. At one point I was doing this topic, and I was debating people. The topic was like debating people on the left, debating people on the right, and debating people that didn't vote, right? And before I went live, I sent Sean my background and told Sean, I said, hey, I want you to see this, and I want you to know that you can't come up. I literally told Sean she cannot come up and debate me. No, I refuse. Listen, I may be brave, but I'm not stupid. So there's that. W's in the chat for Jared for the two said really just meant the best ramen dish. Oh no. Okay, I thought you was looking for a spot. I was gonna tell you. No, you're good. I want to get back under. Okay, yeah. So I wasn't trying to give your no. You're good. Wanted to share your resolutions with you and the community. I want to be held accountable. Jared wants to be held accountable, guys. This is his New Year's resolution. He wants to get back under 300 pounds in 2026. He has about 45 pounds to go. Jared, you can fucking do it. Lock in, bud. You got it. I have all the faith and confidence in the world with you. The one thing that is like huge for people to know, it's about what you eat. It's not about the gym. Yes, the gym will help accelerate all the wonderful things, blah, 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 blah. But it's about what you eat. But W's in the chat for Jared. Thank you for the two, and we got you. W's in the chat for Creed, who sent the thank you for the two. I'm sorry, I didn't see the first part, but how did you get to be so awesome? I'm not. You know what it is. A lot of times I don't feel shame, right? I don't take myself too serious. Like that's one of the biggest things that I'm kind of like proud of about myself is like while I have a lot of serious things that I do, and I take this to heart, you should never think so highly of yourself that you can't laugh at yourself. And I genuinely love laughing at myself. And so I think that helps, right? No, that's not Creed. That's a different one. Debbie's in the chat for Jimmy for the $5 super chat to say, as a fellow aspiring leftist, how do we get liberals to hold how do we get liberals to hold those in office accountable over being complicit, conflicted, but also not accelerationist? The only part that I can't get behind as far as like being an acceleration, W's in the chat for Jimmy. Thank you so much for the 5. The only thing that I can't get behind when it comes to being an accelerationist is like, I can't get behind the harm that I know that it's going to cause people, especially like marginalized people, especially the people who really are at risk the most. Now, if you listen to my friends, especially Sean talks about the fact that revolution has to be violent. There's no way around it. There's a lot to it. I understand it logically. I just have a bit of a hard time squaring that circle. So there's that. Who's Creed and who's Phil? OMG. So Creed is Phil. Phil is Creed. Creed is not Phil, but he's also not Phil, which since he's not Phil, that means he's Phil. Yeah. He was a guy that came up on the live and he was like transphobic and he like didn't respect other people's pronouns. And I started calling him Phil and he just like fucking crashed out from that point. And yeah. And ever since then, he's been crashing out all over TikTok. All right. So we are doing a New Year's Eve Q&A. So if you guys have a question and you want to drop it in the chat, if I see it, I will answer it. If you have a question that you want to guarantee that you get answered, you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a YouTube super chat and I will answer it. And this is my commitment to you guys for this evening. I will answer every question as honestly as possible. And if it comes to the pay links, I will guarantee I will answer it as long as it's not crossing any lines. Okay. Any anime recommendations? Absolutely. Tomorrow Neverland or Tomorrow Never Promised Land. That's what, yeah, Tomorrow Never Promised Land. Also, if you haven't watched Death Note, like, what are you doing? Like, it's fucking awesome. Did you go to university for anything? Yes, I went to university. So I went to an HBCU for undergrad, and I got a BA in marketing, and then I got an MBA in management, and then I got another MBA in supply chain management and logistics. And then I got a Green Belt certification with Lean Six Sigma, and I got a Scrum certification as well. For a while, I was on the train as far as trying to get my PhD, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna get a PhD because, you know, like, I just kind of, really what it was is I just wanted to be called Dr. Santana. That's it. The struggle that I have with school, right, is that like every once in a while I'll get motivated and I'm like, yeah, more education, cool. And I'll do it. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of this shit. And that's it, right? That's how it happens. Now, also fun fact about me, one thing that you guys may not know about your old buddy Santana, thank you for the sparklers. I love free shit. Like, I love free shit. And so the reason why I have like my educational background and my certifications and all this other stuff is because it was free, right? It wasn't like, oh, I have to go get this to be, I wasn't out there like, I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Doom, 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 doom. No, what actually happened was, like for undergrad, I got accepted into 3 colleges. One college was like $16,000 short. One college was like $2,000 short. And the college that I went to offered me a free ride, like full free ride. And I was like, you said free? Bet. So that's how I ended up going to the college that I went to. And like I said, it was a HBCU. And I absolutely love the fact that I attended an HBCU. It's it was the fucking best. Super awesome. All right. Let's see here. Let me grab a couple here. What's your favorite Dragon Ball Z character? Mine is Perfect Cell and DBS Broly. So I'm a little torn on my favorite DBZ characters. Of course, Goku, right? Got to respect the GOAT. Vegeta is no slouch. But if I had to pick someone that's not Goku or Vegeta, Kid Buu. Kid Buu is a fucking walking black Air Force One. Fucking Kid Buu. Yeah. Let's see here. W's in the chat for Junior. Junior sent a $3 donation saying, what's your opinion on Goku being the OG deadbeat father? Yeah, listen, I can't even hold him. Can't even hold him, right? The thing about Saiyans is they don't really fuck with their kids, right? So it's not like Goku is doing something that's different than any other Saiyans. So like I can't hold him. Vegeta is the anomaly. Vegeta is absolutely the anomaly because he fucks with Trunks. But I think that's also because, like, you know, Vegeta fuck with Vegeta, right? His dad. But I think it's the whole like lineage and bloodline and all this stuff. I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Debbie's in the chat for, I'm going to call you anonymous this time. First question was for future reference. I don't need those shout outs, but like giving extra love with some extra. Thank you so much. Debbie's in the chat. Thank you for the 3. Excellent question. The second question, you're doing a great job and I appreciate it. That's not a question. Thank you for the 3. You said you're doing a great job and I appreciate the heck out of you. I appreciate you so much more. That's not a question. You get a freebie. If you want to throw something in on your comments, I will answer an actual question, but I appreciate the shit out of you. Debbie's in the chat for Valerie for the 5. Said, did you hear about the new law in Tennessee, Savannah's law? Domestic DV offenders go on a registry similar to PDF files, effective tomorrow. What's your opinion on that? Fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Let's do it. Let's start keeping lists. I'll just leave it at that. Let's start keeping lists. I think that I think people that like commit harm often get away with said harm under like the veil of anonymity. Yeah. And I think a lot about like police officers. That's the one that really gets me. It's like police officers. Police officers, a lot of time, like they fuck up at their position and then they jump ship and they just go somewhere else, and it's a whole thing. Debbie's in the chat for Yomi. Hey Yomi, I'm so glad that you told me. Debbie's in the chat for Yomi for the $5 super chat to say question is more serious. Sorry, I'm an immigrant and I'm asking what is the best thing to say when people tell me to go back to my country? Fuck off. Tell them to kiss your ass, Yomi. That's what I would do. No, what I would say, right? For anyone that's giving, because Black people have always gotten that, right? Black people have always been told, go back to your country, right? And it's funny because they brought us here. What I would say, I mean, it's kind of a hard question for me to answer because I know what I would normally say, right? I would tend to be kind of brash and bold and brazen about it. But I tend to sometimes forget my privilege, right? And so the things that I would say isn't necessarily the things that other people should say. The one thing, I guess, if anything, giving you any type of advice, I would say, make sure that if someone says that to you, just let them know like, hey, I belong here. I belong here and I have just as much right to be here as you. So yes, I don't know. W's in the chat for Jared, who sent another $. Said, thoughts on One Piece switching to 13 seasons. I guess the first 1,140 episodes are going to be considered a season 1, LOL. You know what? I don't mind that. I watch, I don't know. I don't like filler in anime. Like that's my thing. I don't like a lot of filler in anime. So like there's that. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Grab one from the chat. Thoughts on Candace Owens? She's a tap dancing coon. She's a tap dancing coon, and she lost her shit. I don't know. I've never really paid that much attention to Candace Owens, but she really lost her shit after, you know, Charlie Kirk got kirked. So there's that. W's in the chat for Michelle. Michelle sent a dollar donation saying, I love free stuff too. Who doesn't love free shit? Seriously. Could you send me your rework sweatshirt? I make them myself, and I like to show appreciation for all the awareness education. Love you much. I'm a little bit confused. What do you mean rework sweatshirt? Oh, could I send you? Oh, fucking yeah. Oh yeah, fucking yeah, Michelle. Shoot me a DM. I got a PO box. I will send you my PO box address. Fucking right, I'll take it. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM.
What's up?
I'm not taking this into 2026.
No, I'm not neither. I'm coming on here just to say, you know, it's really cruel what you started with all this Phil stuff.
I didn't start anything.
You did.
I didn't. Listen, I tried to explain to people that you're not Phil. You're not Phil. You're not Phil.
Dude, no.
You're Phil.
All right, bro. I'm not getting into this with you. Dude, have you seen Parker's video?
Not yet. Has it hit 20 million? I'm sorry. Has it hit 10 million?
No,
we're gonna officially change your name.
Buddy, nobody likes him enough. It doesn't even have 10,000 likes. Thank you very much.
No, it has way over that. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna run that shit up.
No.
Don't worry. You know what's funny? I have a lot of influencer friends that have like a lot of followers, and I'm gonna send it to them and tell them to share it out.
Yeah, well, it's not getting 10 million likes.
I'm gonna send it to GT.
Nope. I don't care who you send it to.
Zeus. I'm gonna send it to Facts.
Right. To be honest, I really don't care who you send it to, but it's not getting 10 million likes.
Johnny?
You're naming all these irrelevant people. You're naming all of these irrelevant people that I could really not care one crap about, to be honest.
Anyway, listen, not Phil. This is a Q&A session. It's not about you, so yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, not Phil. Anywho, back to the Q&A. Michelle, yeah, definitely send me that actual send me a DM and I'll let you know for sure. Fucking W's in the chat for Claudia. Holy shit, thank you so much, Claudia, for the $30 donation saying, what's the difference between misinformation and disinformation? Thank you for what you do. Sure. Misinformation is information that's shared where it's intentionally misinforming. A lot of people will read or see stuff and they're easily fooled by things that might not be true. That's misinformation. Disinformation is an active targeted approach to skew information so it's not something that's receptive to certain people. I'll give you a great example. Kellyanne Conway, right? Kellyanne Conway coined a term in Donald Trump's first administration called alternative facts. And alternative facts was absolutely disinformation, right? Alternative facts was disinformation. It was their way of actually intentionally spreading misleading information and with the intent of fooling their supporters. So happy New Year's Eve to you and your family as well. Debbie's in the chat. Thank you so much for the $30 donation. I hope that answered your question. Guys, for anyone wondering what's going on, this is a New Year's Eve Q&A session. If you have a question, drop it in the chat. I will try to ensure that I answer the questions as quickly as possible. If you want your question answered directly, then you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a YouTube super chat, and I will definitely read it out. And I am making a promise that I will answer your questions as directly as possible in the chat. And if you send it through the pay links, guaranteed answer as long as you don't cross the line. How do you take your steak? Medium rare. If you're not eating your steak medium rare, then you're doing it wrong. Period. But you can't get a medium rare steak just from anywhere. Like, you have to be super careful about where you get your steak from. Can't eat everyone's meat. No pause. Also, if I have to put any type of sauce on my steak, I don't want it. If you have to have any type of sauce on your steak, then no thank you. So, but I do like this, there's this like cream mushroom type dipping sauce or whatever that I've had a couple of times. It's really good, really good. W's in the chat for Anonymous, who said, I do a lot of research and I feel like I have helpful insight. If you ever have any resources during a live, I can DM, can I DM you or something? I don't have the confidence to be a live debater, maybe one day. Absolutely. Listen, if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord and send them there, or send them to the mods. Like, listen, if I'm lacking for something, I'm always open to getting additional resources. 100%. 100%. Thank you so much for that. You said ketchup all over steaks? Banned. We're going to ban you just for that. W's in the chat for Dragon, who sent the $1 donation saying, have you seen Psyche K? I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look that up. Psyche K. I have no idea what Psyche K is. I have Crunchyroll Premium, but so something about me is, yeah, I've never seen that. I'm a creature of habits, right? And so, like, I watch a lot of the same things over and over and over, and I do a lot of the same things over and over and over. Even like if you guys watch me debating and the way that like I do the intro and I crack the can and all this other stuff, it came from me like just always doing it, right? It's just like, it's what I do over and over and over. So I'm very much a creature of habit. And so there's that. W's in the chat for Jay. What up, Jay? Who sent a $10 super chat to say, I swear you my ops. Jay, you know what it is. It's smoke on sight. Your mods banned me on TikTok, and you didn't unban me. Educated. Jay, play nice. What's your TikTok name? What's your TikTok name? Put it in the comments on your super chat. Put your TikTok name in the comments on the super chat for me. I got you. W's in chat for Trump, yes. Melania Trump, I am sure. Not only do I think Melania Trump is as bad as Donald, I think Melania might be worse. Right? And the reason why you said Sam or Dean, is that even a question? It's Dean Winchester. Look at this. It's always Dean Winchester. Anyway, I think Melania may be worse than Donald Trump. I think she's just as bad, but she is manipulating him. She used him for her own purposes. So yeah, there's that. W's in the chat for Valerie. Thank you so much for the 3 guys. For anyone wondering what's happening, we are doing a New Year's Eve Q&A session. I have some free time. And so since I have some free time, I am on here. I wanted to talk to you guys for a while, answer some questions. So if you have questions, drop them in the chat. I will try to make sure I get to as many questions as I can. If you want your questions answered directly, you can hit the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Also, YouTube, you can send a super chat. And the commitment that I have made is that I will answer any and every question as honestly as possible. And if you send it to the pay link, I will absolutely answer the question as long as it doesn't cross the line. I appreciate your live night. No, I appreciate you. Listen, the one thing that I said is like, I see there was a few people live, but not a lot of people live. And so I wanted to come and hang out and Who do you have for the college football natty? I don't even watch college football. Not gonna hold you. I have no idea who's playing in the the college national championship. I don't really care. So there. Parker or Dean Withers? Ooh. I'm not gonna answer that question because it's in the chat. If it came through the pay links, I might have answered it, but I'm not gonna answer that question. I love both of them. Those are my little brothers. You're not gonna make me pick. W's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation. You said you're passive aggressive. No, I'm just aggressive, bud. I'm not passive aggressive. I'm very aggressive. W's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation, saying you're a Supernatural fan. Favorite episode. I do have 45-minute video on my YouTube channel where I interviewed. Really? You interviewed Metatron? Holy shit. My favorite Supernatural episode is the Funhouse episode. The one where Dean kept getting unalived every single day and Sam had to like keep reliving it like Groundhog Day. That was my favorite episode of Supernatural. Or the one where Dean caught like the ghost virus or whatever and he was like super scared and like everything just like Mystery Spot. Yes, it was Mystery Spot. That one as well. So yeah. W's in chat for Valerie for the 3 said, do you think Donald Trump will ever face real consequences for his crimes that he committed in Eve House? No. Hey, Zazu, thank you so much for the star. W's in the chat. Valerie, no, I don't think he will. I don't think he will because 1, he's gotten away with too much shit. 2, he is a rich white man in America. And 3, our country doesn't care about holding rich, famous, and powerful people accountable. They just don't. They just don't. So, like, no, I don't think he'll ever actually be held accountable for his shit. W's in the chat for Joanna, who sent a $10 donation and said, TT, I don't know what that means, Joanna. Thank you so much for the 10, but you should have threw a question and I would have answered your question. If you want, Joanna, if you have a question, just comment on your the 10 that you sent and I'll answer your question. You guys, listen, I love the support. I really appreciate you guys, but I want to be able to answer your question. So if you're going to send something to the pay links, make sure you throw a question in there, at least something. I want to be able to answer your questions. How did you meet Parker and Dean? I met Dean first online, right? Dean, I ended up hopping up on Dean's live and he enjoyed what I brought to his live. He and I, a couple of other times, crossed path and then connected with Parker from then. And ever since then, like, been locked in. So yeah, those are my little brothers. They're super dope. They're super dope. I will say that they are better people offline than they are online. I will definitely say that they're better people offline than they are online. They're dope. W's in the chat for Yolanda for the $5 super chat to say, I just lost my 13-year-old. Holy shit! I am so sorry, Yolanda. Holy fuck. Yolanda, my condolences. I hope you and your family, I know that has to be rough. I hope you can find a little bit of peace. It's gonna be hard. I really hope you and your family are able to find some type of peace sometime soon. There's anything that I can do, our community can do to show you, you and your family some love and appreciation and admiration or whatever, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm really sorry to hear that. Really, really sorry to hear that. Man, sorry. For anyone wondering what's happening right now, this is a Q&A session. We are doing a Q&A session, New Year's Eve stream Q&A session. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I will try to answer the questions as openly and honest as possible. If you would like to make sure that your question is answered, you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and I will answer the question. If you send it to the pay links, I will answer any question as long as it doesn't cross the line. There. Dean's okay. He's okay. I FaceTime him after the live. He's okay. So W's in the chat for Jessica for the 5. If you could pick any politician for president, who is it? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm torn. It would either be AOC or Jasmine Crockett. Like easy. I think that I'm so over I had this theory. And so I know the incels are gonna hate me. Guys, chat, lock in for a second because incels are about to hate the shit out of me, right? How about for at least the next 4 presidential elections, men don't get to vote? What do you guys think about that? For the next 4 presidential elections, the next 4 election cycle, men don't get to vote. I think we could fix a lot of shit if we let women actually take the wheel for a while. Incels are not going to like me saying that. I think it's a winner. I think it's an absolute banger. I don't know. I mean, man, we've been doing this shit for what, 250 some plus years or whatever, and like we're kind of fucked right now. So I don't know. Joanna, thank you so much. Send a message reply, said just sending love. Joanna, you're fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. W's in the chat for Claudia for the $10 donation, saying I applaud you, Dean Parker, for what you do. I have a buddy who's a Trump thumper, and I've tried talking to him about what Trump is doing. How do you get through to people who have thick heads like you do? I think the best way to get through to people is to meet them where they are, right? And one thing that I try to do, I try to make sure that I match energy, but I make sure that I read the room, because every person doesn't take the same approach. I'll be very direct with an example. He said, "We love you, Santana. We hate the incels." Yeah. I was talking to Joel Patrick the other night, right? And he came in and it was like really contentious, right? Me and him going at it. Like, you know, you guys know me. I got all the jokes, right? And we talked for hours. And at one point, it was actually like we got to the human side of him and we got to an actual like understanding. And it was really kind of cool to be able to speak to him on a person-to-person level. But then like his ego kicked back in and it got like super fucking weird. And so I kicked him and then banned him. So the one thing that I'll say is if you're trying to get through to anyone, you got to meet them where they are and understand that you can't talk to everyone the same way. Like that's super important. Understanding like who people are. You said we want debates. Debate these nuts. How about that? Does it look like I'm debating? Does it look like I'm debating? We're doing a Q&A, bub. Who's your favorite debater? I've already answered that, but I'll answer it again. Athena, what made you get into politics? It's the fact that South Carolina, I'll speed run this question. South Carolina let me down. I'm from South Carolina, and South Carolina let me down as far as the fact that, of course, they kept voting for Donald Trump, but even more so that they propelled Joseph Robinette Biden to the White House instead of Bernie Sanders. So there's that. Massive fucking W's in the chat for, I think it's pronounced. Oh, hold on, sorry. Maria. Massive W's in the chat for Maria for the $25 donation. Just saying Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you as well. You're fucking awesome. Thank you. Holy shit. Hold on. Oh yeah. I got it. Yeah, I know. W's in the chat for W's in the chat for Jay. Jay, I fucking love you. Seriously, Jay, you're awesome. I got it, and I'll take care of it. Your question is, thank you for the 2. My question is, what baffles? What is buffoon truly got? What did it make? Oh, hold on. I'm so confused about your question. My question is, what buffoon truly got to you? What did they say? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even understand your question, but W's in the chat for Jay. Thank you so much for the 2. W's in the chat for Samantha. Thank you so much for the 1. Who makes you laugh more during lives, Dean or Parker? Samantha, thank you for the 1. It's different. It's different. Parker makes me laugh because he and I riff, and we do like kind of a 1-2 comedy act. Dean makes me laugh because like I say all the wild shit and he keeps a straight face. So it's different. Let's see here. I'm gonna answer this from the chat. Maybe they're asking what question got you most upset. What question got me most upset? Questions don't get me upset. What upsets me is like when I'm debating and people have a lack of humanity. Like that's the one that gets me. When people have a true lack of humanity, I can't really do that one. When people like lean into the hatred, and which I expect, like I'm debating these Trump supporters and I expect them to be hateful and I expect them to be like really bad people. And so for the most part, it doesn't really get to me. You know, and I'll kind of be honest and I'll tell you, the people that really bother me the most is like transphobic people. And it's really more so based off of like what I say all the time. Like transgender people, they just want to fucking live. Like that, literally, that's all they want. And it's so fucking weird to me that there's such a small percentage of the population and people want to vilify them so much. It's so fucking weird. Like that's the one that I think I struggle the most with, because like the amount of hate that's put towards him is like it fucking chaps my ass. I've always been the type of person where like you can fuck with me, I don't really care. I don't get upset with people being hateful or slurring or like shit like that towards me. But when you fuck with like the people I care about, my friends, my loved ones, like that's when I lose my shit. W's in chat for Samantha. Thank you so much for the 1. W's in the chat for Joanna, who said, "We love you, Santana. We hate the incels." We all hate the incels. Fuck them incels. W's in the chat for Shannon. I will not. But yeah. All good. You're actually good, and I will make sure I convey that message. Thank you so much, Shannon, for the 10. You are amazing. Absolutely amazing. W's in the chat for Valerie for the 3. Says, have any of the guests you've made a bet with and rightfully won every time ever paid the bet to you? No, they don't pay bets. Like I've stopped making bets with Trump supporters because they fucking do not pay bets, period. No, they never pay up and they always want to bet. Ron said, Trump is your employer. Employ these nuts in your mouth, Ron. How about that one? W's in the chat, or Jimmy sent a message here, said, how do I join the Discord? You have to be a member of the, you have to be a super fan or whatever here on TikTok, or a member over on YouTube in order to get access to the Discord. What's your favorite anime? Right now, it's got to be Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling is fucking goated. Solo Leveling is goated. We employ exactly. Discord link update. God damn it, guys. No, it's not updated. You know what? I'll do it right now in real time. I'm so bad at remembering to update the Discord link. And it's so fucking stupid that they make it like expire or whatever on YouTube. I'll do it right now in real time while I am still answering questions. Jeez Louise. W's in the chat for Sean, who sent a $10 super chat to say, I appreciate you for being able to contain knowledge and being able to, I appreciate you for being able to contain knowledge and sources in your head. Big love and great news. New Year's to you. Keep teaching an old dog new tricks. Listen, Sean, you're fucking awesome. You're always here. You're always hanging out. You're always dropping knowledge. And I promise you, like, I genuinely appreciate you and what you do. And even more so, I appreciate like the human side of you. I don't know. I feel like you and I like really hit it off when you shared the story about your nephew, and ever since then, like, you and I have been locked in. So W's in the chat for Sean. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You're fucking awesome. W's in the chat for Nick for the $4.99 super chat. Say, my question is, what would you recommend doing to get a following doing this? I want to cover the same content on this channel I'm commenting with. So when it comes to like growing a following, I mean, like, I'm not the biggest creator on social media, so I don't really know for a fact like what are all the keys and tricks and tips and all this other stuff. But the one thing that I will definitely say, and I've really gotten kind of a grip on this one, is just be genuine, right? If you are actively working on being genuine, people will gravitate to you. And so while I may not be like the biggest creator on social media, one thing that I have done, I think, fairly well is been able to cultivate like friendships across the board with different creators. And the only reason I've had the ability to do so is because I am always constantly being genuine. And so being yourself, being genuine, and like I showed people the picture that I have on my office wall that I look at every single day, and it says, work hard and be nice to people. And I just try to do my best to live by that. Work hard and be nice to people. So there's that. All right, for anyone that's a member over on YouTube and they're trying to actually get into the Discord via YouTube, I just updated the link. So it's saying that it could take up to 24 hours to verify, but it'll be there. W's in the chat for Mayana, who sent a $2 super chat to say, who would you love to debate? Anyone in the world? Who would I love to debate? Anyone in the world? I would have said Skip Bayless before he fell off. I think I would have said Skip Bayless before he fell off, but he fell off hard. Yeah. Not Stephen A, though. Fuck Stephen A. Stephen A's a clown. I would dog walk Trump. Hey, Kay. Let's grab a couple. For anyone that's wondering what's going on, this is a Q&A session. This is a 2026 New Year's Eve Q&A session. So if you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and I will answer the questions as I see them. And if you want to ensure that your question is answered, you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or to the super chat. And the commitment that I have to you guys is answering questions in the chat. I will answer them as honestly as possible, whatever the question is. And then with the ones that are sent to the pay links, I promise to answer every single question completely honest, as long as it doesn't cross the line. Do you have a favorite food? Pizza. Have you watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I absolutely have. Ginger or Marianne? Marianne, what are we talking about? Does it have to be political? Hell no. I'll answer anything. Can't subscribe on TikTok, says unavailable. I don't know what the fuck is going on with TikTok. I would try YouTube. YouTube is a way better way to do it because it's cheaper and you get more benefits and Debbie's in the chat for Libby, who sent a $2 super chat to say, did you have the measles? I've never had the measles. No. fun fact about your old buddy Santana, I'm a bit of a germ freak. I don't eat after people. I don't even share, like I don't share drinks with my kids. Like I will not share drinks with my boys. If they drink my drink, it's now their drink. I don't do that. The only person that I share like or drink after or do anything like that with is my wife. That's it. So, W's in the chat for Gannon for the $3 super chat to say, I'm sorry, $3 donation say, hey Santana, don't know if you remember me, but I was the person that told you I was diagnosed with, oh, okay. Gannon, do me a favor. I see Kay is in the chat on TikTok. Shoot Kay a message. I'm not going to read this whole message out because of what you said, but shoot Kay a message and let Kay know. Gannon, thank you so much for the 3, but yeah, shoot Kay a message. I promise you, we'll make sure that you're able to get in. W's in the chat for Jared, who said a $10 donation. Jared, you're fine. You're fucking awesome, and you're fine. If a movie was made about you, who would you want to play you? And why would it be O'Shea Jackson? I don't know who, why would it be O'Shea Jackson? I don't know who Adiz Hodge. I don't know who Adiz Hodge is or Winston Duke. I mean, O'Shea, in my opinion, is a really good actor. I would say Winston Duke, though. Just because. I'm going to go with Winston Duke. So, yeah. W's in the chat for Anonymous, who sent a $5 donation saying, women only voting 100%. My wife is the smartest person I ever met. Women are way smarter than men. And this is not me like pandering to women. This is not me, you know, simping or anything like that. Like, seriously, men, we're stupid. I'll tell you a fun story. So me and some of my friends growing up, right, we worked at a community center. And we during the weekend, during the week, we worked at a community center, and we had to, it was in the summer, we had to go and set out the breakfast and lunch for the other kids that were attending the community centers, right? We were like 14, 15, 16, somewhere around there, right? And so it was our responsibility to make sure, like, because they got free breakfasts and free lunches if you came to the community center. And it was our responsibility to like unload the truck and pack up the food and all this other stuff. And they paid us like $300 a week stipends, right? And I thought I was fucking balling, right? Anyway, me and a couple of my buddies, it was one afternoon, the community center was closed. We had to like clean it up and we had to throw away all the old food and all this other stuff. And there was like crates of milk, right? And we had to actually go dump the crates of milk in the trash can because it was old and it was spoiled. So me and three of my friends are walking, and me and two of my friends are like side by side and walking. And then all of a sudden I just hear, wow. And I turn to the side, and one of my friends has chunks of old moldy milk dripping down the side of his face. My other buddy had grabbed an old carton of milk, opened it, and threw it at him. Why did we have a spoiled milk fight in the middle of the summer? So we're out there throwing, slapping, hitting each other with old spoiled milk. So I say all that to say men are stupid. That's the point of the story. Debbie's in the chat for the story. Debbie's... It was so bad. It was so bad. We also played this game where we randomly, if you weren't paying attention, we would smack each other in the testicles. So if you weren't paying attention, you just get a quick pop, quick tap, fold you over. I'm telling you, like, men are stupid. We were so stupid. Debbie's in the chat for Sean for the $5 super chat. I said, why do you think more people are in alarm about the rise of nationalism, white Christian nationalism, a lack of historical knowledge? Yeah, I think it is the fact that I don't think people fully understand what's happening. And I think that people think there's like some little fringe thing that's like in the corner of the internet and like blah, 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 right? I don't think they really understand like what's happening and how it's actually infiltrated our government. The worst thing about Donald Trump being in power is that even when Donald Trump is gone, he's installing people that will continue to run rampant throughout our government for years, right? Donald Trump and his cronies, even though Donald Trump is going to be out of office, his cronies have actually infiltrated our governmental system, and it's going to be bad for a long time. So there's that. W's in the chat for Amanda for the $1 donation saying, hey, Santana, Happy New Year. How do you protect your energy when people expect you to be on all the time? How do you decompress? I have ADHD. So I'm super random, and it's kind of hard for people to keep up with me. So I don't mind being on. And like genuinely, this is just me. Like for anyone who's met me in person, they know like I'm not that much different offline than I am online. The only difference is I might not talk as much, but like I'm the same person. Like really the same person. What time zone are you in? I'm on the I'm in the Western time zone. It's 8:36 p.m. here. Western time zone. So yeah, I mean, as far as decompressing, I love anime. Right? I watch anime. You know, I hang out with my wife. You know, I love movies, stuff. I do stuff. Do you have a go-to fast food meal? No. Where I live, we have a lot of really great food, so we don't really do fast food. But I love pizza from anywhere and everywhere. I love pizza from anywhere and everywhere, but no go-to fast food. I will tell you, has anyone ever heard of the Beacon Drive-In? Anyone in the chat, has anyone ever heard of the Beacon Drive-In? I'm just saying. Debbie's in the chat for Savannah. Thank you so much for the 10. You said, thank you for always bringing kindness, even to the trolls. Trolls are okay. Question, if you could talk to anyone for an hour, dead or alive, who would it be? Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. That's not even a question, Savannah. Did you see, Savannah, did you hear how fast I answered that question? It would be Kobe Bean Bryant. And I would inherit the Mamba mentality. Like I already have it, but I would take the Mamba mentality from him through osmosis. I would absorb Kobe's aura. When are you dropping an EP? Never. Sorry. What would you ask him? The question I would have for Kobe would be, how do you ensure that success never breaks your hunger? I think people start to gain success, and then when they do, they let success make them comfortable. And it seems like Kobe Bryant always thirsts for more, always had like a hunger for success. Even after he retired from playing basketball and he moved into like movies and all this other stuff, he never seemed like he lost the passion to like continue to grow and do more and be better and all this other stuff. So I would love to pick his brain about that. That would be the question for him. Guys, anyone wondering what's going on? This is a New Year's Eve Q&A session. Drop your questions in the chat. I will answer them as best as possible when I see them. If you want your question answered for sure, you can hit the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio, or you can send a super chat. I promise you in the chat, I will answer your questions as honestly as possible. If you send it to the pay links, I guarantee an answer as long as it doesn't cross the line. Are you in the football, college, NFL? Carolina Panthers, guys, this Sunday, not gonna hold you. I'm gonna be super nervous. I'm gonna be on pins and needles. I'm gonna have the lemon butt. If you don't know what the lemon butt is, that's like when you squeeze your cheeks real tight because you're super nervous. I'm gonna have the lemon butt this weekend. The Carolina Panthers are playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the NFC South Championship, and whoever wins goes to the playoff, and whoever loses goes home. So I need everybody locked in and sending all the good juju to me. Yeah. What job did you have before starting TikTok? I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I got the products, not got us for the customer crony. Yeah, I do stuff. I work in the business industry. I've worked for multiple Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 50 companies as well. I'll just say business. I'll say business. W's in chat for anonymous. Yeah. Send it to me. DM it to me or either shoot me an email. I'll check that out for sure. W's in chat for Edgar for the 2 said, when are you getting a YouTube phone number? I know, Edgar. Okay, I'll put it on the list and we will make sure to get that rolling for 2026. I promise you I will get that YouTube number going. W's in chat for Dragon for the 1 saying, has anyone ever told you you look like Tech 9? No. I have gotten in, I don't even want to say this because I'm not trying to be conceited. Chat, serious shit. I promise you, I'm not saying this to say this. I don't want to. I've been told Shamar Moore, and I think that's just because our skin tone. I think that's what it is. I've been told Shamar Moore. So, and W's in the chat for Dominic, who sent a $3 donation, saying, "Who's your favorite op and why? Is it Corey?" Corey is Corey's a fucking bully. And I don't even know if Corey's watching right now, but Corey's a fucking bully. And I love Corey so much. He's a fucking bully. Look, and she's sitting there laughing. Me and Corey could box. I love Corey so much though, but she's a bully. Yeah, she's my favorite op. W's in the chat for Jared for the 1. When you lived in Atlanta, did you get a chance to eat Mary Marks? It's been there 10 years. I lived in Atlanta and I created it about 50 bagillion times. No, I don't know what Mary Marks is. I might have to check that out. I'm heading back to the East Coast soon. So I might have to check that out. My favorite place to eat in Atlanta is Buckhead Pizza. Buckhead Pizza in Atlanta is fucking goated. Buckhead Pizza in Atlanta is fucking goated. W's in the chat for Jay for the $2 super chat to say, of your kids. I'm not answering that fucking question. Jay is wild. Jay said a $2 super chat, say, of your kids, which is your favorite? Don't lie. Jay, I'll take that one to my grave. God damn, that is a hell of a question. That is a hell of a question. God damn. Oh, shit. Debbie's in the chat for Inconspicuous, who sent a $2 super chat to say, thoughts on FD ever eradicated with interact with. I don't know who FD. I don't know who that is. Let me look this person up. You were supposed to say no favorite, love them all the same. I refuse to answer that question under the grounds it may incriminate me. I refuse to answer that question under the grounds it may incriminate me. What's your favorite town in South Carolina? Probably Lexington. I can tell you the place that I hate the most, Taylor's. I fucking hate Taylor's. Taylor, South Carolina, because I've been there multiple times, and every fucking time I went there, I got a speeding ticket. Fuck Taylor, South Carolina. Every single time I go there, I get a speeding ticket. And kiss my ass. W's in the chat for Inconsistencies for the $10 super chat to say, Happy New Year, Santana. Keep cooking. Much love from Wisconsin. Thank you so much, Inconspicuous. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Thank you. You wonder why? Because listen, I used to drive fucking fast and furious. Got one story for you. And just FYI, anyone wondering what's happening, this is a New Year's Eve Q&A session. So if you have any questions, You can drop them in the chat and I will answer them as I see them. If you want to ensure your question is answered, you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a super chat. And my commitment to you guys is I will answer every question in the chat as honestly as possible. And if you send it to the pay links, I will answer the question guaranteed as long as it doesn't cross the line. As long as it doesn't cross the line, I'll answer the question. One time I was, so I had a Dodge Charger, right? The way that I make a determination about cars, right? Because I'm not like really a car person, but the way that I make a determination about cars, it's always, can it be a transformer? Like that's my thing. Can it be a transformer? And if it can be a transformer, I fucks with it, right? And so I had a Charger. I wanted a Camaro, but I got a Charger. Anyway, I used to drive down to Valdosta, Georgia for work, right? I would have to go down to Valdosta and meet with like some of my peers in Valdosta. And so I would drive from Columbia, South Carolina to Valdosta, Georgia. And it's like a 4-hour drive. And it's like, there's no highway, right? To get from Columbia to Valdosta, there's no highway. It's just all back road, right? And you can drive on this back road and you like don't see anybody, period, right? So I'm driving down the road, going to Valdosta, Georgia for work. I don't see anybody. It's a 4-hour drive. And so I'm gunning it in my Charger, fucking gunning it, right? Doing 100 and something miles an hour. Just boom. And out of nowhere, the fucking Barney Fife ass cops pull out of the sticks and woo, pull me over, right? And they pull me over and they're like, oh, you're speeding, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was going way over the speed limit. And he gave me like a $300 ticket. He gave me like a $300 speeding ticket, like a super speeder or some shit. And so he gave me the ticket and he was like, slow it down. And at that time I was like mid 20 something, like mid to late 20s. I don't think I was even 30 yet. But he gave me that ticket and I pulled off and I was pissed off. I was, you know, I'm me. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck you. How dare you pull me over in the backwater? It's fucking nothing here. We're in the sticks. This is just an empty road. I'm the only car on the road. Fuck you, right? So I'm pulling off and I immediately started doing 100 plus again. I get like 2 minutes down the road. Woo, 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 woo. I get pulled over. The cop gets out of the car and he walks over and he said, didn't we just pull you over? I was like, yeah. He's like, don't even worry about it. I got you. It was a different cop. It's a fucking different cop. So I got like that $300 ticket. And then I got the other cop gave me like a $700 ticket. So me driving to Valdosta, Georgia cost me over $1,000. And ever since then, I don't speed while I drive. So there's that. Amber's Happy New Year's to you from the hot tub. Happy New Year's to you from the hot tub. Yeah, so that's my story about speeding. So yeah, guys, we're doing a New Year's Eve Q&A session. If you have questions, drop it in the chat. If you want to make sure your questions are answered, you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a super chat. W's in chat for anonymous and a $1 donation. Got it. All right. Yeah, wait. Reply to this message. Tell me, did you send it to the main or the backup? Let me know which one you sent it to. The main or the backup. W's in chat for Brandy for the $1 donation saying, not Barney Fife cops. LOL. Luckily, I haven't been clocked in my Camaro. Listen, I will fucking push that shit to the limit. I will push that I'll push it to the limit. What did you have for dinner? Sushi. Sushi. I fucking love sushi. I fucking love sushi. We had sushi. I still got some more left. And also got some kimchi udon. So I'm gonna eat some kimchi udon. And so my wife and I went to like this little market, and because like I'm cutting back on how much I drink, so I don't really keep alcohol in the house. But I was like, yeah, I think I want to have a drink for New Year's. And so we stopped by and grabbed a little drink, and I got like these what are those little alcohol bulbs or whatever? I got one of those, so I'm gonna try that out. I'm kind of excited, but I'm gonna have that, and I'm gonna have my udon, and we're gonna bring in the New Year's. Buzz ball, is that what it's called? Yeah, it's like that. It's alcohol. It's the little ball. I don't know what it is. I still want to try cut water. Not gonna hold you. I'm trying to try some cut water. I'm trying to see what like, you know, trying to see what that cut water hit for. W's in the chat for Latoya for the $20 super chat to say, what type of music do you listen to when you want to relax? When I want to relax, classical. I enjoy classical music because I'm classically trained, right? I played the cello for 14 years. I sung in the choir for 16 years. I was in Theater Odyssey. I'm a theater kid. The first ever play that I was in was in elementary. It was in elementary, and it was The Magic School Bus. I was Ralph. And then the last play that I was in, it was a musical. Well, when I graduated high school, it was The Sound of Music. So yeah, I love classical music. I love musicals. Like I truly love musicals. Did I see the Sponge? No. So we were going to see the SpongeBob movie, and the 3D were all done for today. So we got our tickets, and we're going to see the SpongeBob movie tomorrow. The 3D movie. Opinions on Fayetteville, North Carolina. It's Fayetteville. One of my best friends was stationed in the area, and so I visit Fayetteville a couple of times. So there's that. Do you partake in the anxiety flowers? I like the consumable kind. I don't like to smoke, right? I don't like smoke. The reason why I don't is because for some reason it leaves like a smell. Yes, Fort Bragg. It leaves a smell on your lips and stuff, and I don't like it, and then I don't like the taste. So I do. My favorite is liquids. And so we go to the dispensary, and I'll get like this lemonade. It's so good, so good. I'll tell you what. I was telling Solid this the other night. I took some, and I was sitting. I like to I do it at night. Because like I don't want to do anything else, because it's not like a normal thing for me. I don't do it every day. I don't do it all the time, but I live in a state where it's legal, right? So I partake. And so when I do it, I like to have like my snackums ready, and I'll go and I'll sit on the couch, and I'll start playing Elden Ring. And my favorite thing to do is like to have like my food and I get so thirsty. I'll have my food and I'll drink my water, and I'll sit and I'll play Elden Ring. And all I really do is just run in circles throughout that entire map until I take a nap. Like that's all that I do. That's all. And then I'll also listen to like TikTok lives while I'm elevated. My favorite person to listen to while elevated is Solid. Super Solid. Because like not only is he super smart, but then like when I'm elevated, I feel like my third eye is opening. All right, he's always talking about some shit or whatever. I don't know. I genuinely, and I really like smart people. Like seriously, I don't think I'm the smartest person, and I have an affinity for like super intelligent people. I have such a reverence for like super intelligent people. I'll give away the game, and I don't know if she's still here right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and brag on her a little bit. Kay. For people who know Kay is literally one of the smartest people that I know. Like literally one of the smartest people I have ever met in my entire life. Like fucking wild. So, but I have a reverence for like super smart people. For anyone that's wondering what's going on, we are doing a New Year's Eve Q&A session. If you have a question, you can drop it in the chat. I will try to answer it as I see it. If you want your question answered directly, then you can send it to the pay links, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and I will answer it for sure. The promise that I'm making is if you drop a question in the chat, I will answer it as honestly as possible. If you send a question to the pay link, I guarantee an answer as long as you don't cross the line. All right. That was in the chat for Jared. Sent the $1 donation. Just oh, okay, perfect. You sent it to the backup. Got it. Got it. I will check that out as soon as I get off. Debbie's in the chat for anonymous. I got it. Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Anonymous, I got you. I'll check it when I get off. What other questions do you guys have? I'm trying to hang out because we're 4 minutes until New Year's on the East Coast. And so I'm trying to hang out with you guys at least until we break the border going into the new year. Let's see here. Santana, I'm pretty darn sure you're smarter than you think you're. I'm really not. I promise you, I'm really not. You know what it is? I retain like a lot of random shit. I'm good at like retaining random shit. That's it. Let's see here. Do you agree with former President Biden that the Equal Right Amendment, ERA, is the law of the land? I know it's complicated. Learn more at equal meaning rights. I would have to see where Biden said that. But the law of the land is the Constitution. Were you shy growing up? No, I absolutely wasn't. The fun fact, I guess, about me is what up, Hector? W's in the chat for my brother Hector, and not like no dud Hector, but the good Hector, Uptown Sports. That's my bro. I fucking love him so much. W's in the chat for my brother Hector. Uptown Sports is the fucking best. No, I wasn't shy growing up. I've never been shy, and I've always been the type to volunteer for shit. Again, I grew up poor, right? And since I grew up poor, I always took advantage of doing like free shit all the time. And so I never I'm the type of person in classrooms or in meetings, I sit in the front. I answer the questions. I volunteer for shit. Like, that's just me. I've never been one to say I've never been one to sit back and let somebody else do something when I can do it. Like, that's just not who I am. So I've always I sit in the front and I'm gonna figure that shit out. So, but I've learned that's how you get ahead and that's how you make things happen. You got to put yourself out there. And so, no, I was never shy growing up. So, anyone wondering what's happening? This is the Q&A. Oh, it looks like Gregory Cortez is mad at me over on YouTube. He keeps giving me the middle fingers. I love you too, bub. MAGA, it's so weird. They fucking love watching me on YouTube. It's so weird. Thank you for the cake. They fucking love watching me on YouTube. A bunch of cowards don't come over. Happy New Year's. What's your favorite color? Red. No plans tonight? Absolutely. I'm on the West Coast, right? So it's not even 9 o'clock here yet. That's why I came to hang out. What's your favorite anime and why is it Dragon Ball Super? Because Goku is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. All right, guys, 1 minute until New Year's on the East Coast. I wanted to be able to share this with you guys because I doubt that I'll be online for New Year's on the West Coast, but I wanted to be here at the very least on the East Coast. Happy New Year's to you as well. Somebody put a timer or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna start counting down from 10 until it's New Year's. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's! Happy New Year's to all the beautiful people on the East Coast. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing 2026. I hope that you guys have peace, happiness, health, and love. I hope that everyone of you get everything that you want, everything that you deserve. I hope we all have an opportunity to be better people, especially me. We have an opportunity to be better people in 2026 than we were in 2025. The one thing that I will say is that 2026 is, I'm trying to gear up for a really, really big year. I want to make sure that I'm doing more and being better. I have a large amount of attention that I plan on putting on content creating, expanding the reach as far as the platform, making sure that I'm doing more for educating and not just debating. Late Nights with Santana will be back. Brunch with my creator will be back, and I have something new that's in the works as well. Hopefully you guys will see me everywhere. 2026, I am putting a massive focus on what I'm doing because I think we have something special here. And it's all because of you guys, right? The fact that you guys are here and you support me the way that you do, there's no way in hell that I would be able to do the things that I do without you. And so with that being said, we're going to fucking crush it in 2026. We're going to fucking crush it in 2026. Each and every one of us, we're going to fucking crush it in 2026. And if anybody tries to stop us, we're going to take them cookies. Happy New Year's to the people on the East Coast. I know the rest of the country, we have not hit New Year's just yet. And if you are out, make sure you're being safe. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Take care of the people around you and the people that you love. If you're heading out, be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And for all the adults who are listening right now, and you have the opportunity, have as much consensual sex as you possibly can. Period. You guys go get laid because you're fucking sexy. I see you. I'm looking right at you. You're fucking sexy. You deserve it. Make sure it's consensual. And like Amanda said, make sure it's consensual all the way through. You guys go get laid. I'm going to call it a night. I love you guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your evening. And I'll see you tomorrow.